What's going on, everybody? I thought I'd do an updated video just to show off the interior of the space and how I'm using it now. I'm sure as you've realized with supply and demand that the lumber hike in price and materials being scarce right now has kind of made things difficult for people working on projects. So as far as doing the insulation in the ceiling and finishing it out, you can see, still haven't done that yet. But it's coming up next. Things are starting to kind of balance out, so I'm gonna get back on that. But I figured I'd at least show you guys what I have done so far and kind of, now that I've moved in, what I'm doing with the interior space. All right, so going right in, you can see this corner is kind of dedicated to a gym workout area right now. We wanted to make it space saving. I still want to be able to one day possibly get a car in and out of here, things like that. So we went with the brand PRX. Great brand, great quality. I'll show you how this system works. It's collapsible. Just push up and the whole thing folds up into the wall and gets out of the way. I couldn't be happier with the quality and the overall performance of the rack. We've got a fold-up bench that actually folds out of the way. What's up? Barbells, weights, a little weight area. Eventually there will be a flat screen TV here on the wall that we'll be able to kind of pull out and watch in either direction. This far corner you can see is basically more of a hangout area and a catch-all for all of the memorabilia and things that we've collected over the years. It's just nice to have a place, I'm sure as you all know, for friends to hang out while you're working on things, or just you to hang out while you want to kind of think and brainstorm on ideas for different projects you're working on, regardless of that. And who doesn't like to be out in their own space? Panning along here to the opposite corner, this is basically the dedicated workspace. We've got all of our hand tools. We've got some battery operated power tools, the welder, you know, the typical things you would have in this area. Mostly what I use this garage for is working on motorcycles and working out. Couldn't be happier. Since the last video, we have added all the way up the 10-foot sidewalls with insulation and plywood. We've also ran water out to the shop, so it's nice to just have the ability to come over here and wash up, clean up, wash your face, things like that. Exterior-wise, you can see we laid a bunch of gravel around the shop to make it a little cleaner. And then back in this corner, we added an outdoor shower, so you can come out here and rinse off after your workouts or yard work or working on the bikes, things like that. But hopefully in the next couple weeks here, I can get the rest of this insulated and get either plywood or moisture resistant drywall. I'm deciding what I want to go with right now, again with the supply and demand, just trying to figure it out. Definitely look forward to finishing the build out, getting the mini split put in, air conditioning, climate control, all that stuff, and just starting to utilize the space. So if you're paying attention to anything right now, you know there's been a huge increase in lumber and supplies, materials, things like that, and just the cost of labor. So when I bought this building last September, the building itself, $8,200. So that was to get the building, the installation, and some generic plans in case you're doing permitting, things like that in your area. The next thing I did was put it on a concrete foundation. You can choose gravel rock, you can put it on whatever you want. I choose concrete. My concrete in this area, because I have a friend that owns a concrete company, ran me right at $2,500. Great deal, that was a good hookup. My plans, I needed more detailed engineered drawings to get approval in the city of Tampa for my plans, so I had to pay an additional $900 to get detailed engineered drawings. The permits themselves, when everything was said and done, I paid around $800 for that. So you're looking at a total for a 24 by 25 building with 10-foot sidewalls and a 14.5-foot ceiling height, $12,400. I think that's an amazing deal for a space this size. I couldn't imagine getting a space for this much money if I did wood frame or concrete block or anything like that. Obviously there's gonna be pros and cons, but if you're watching these videos, it's because you've shown interest in a metal building and you think it would work for you. This has been working great for me. So yeah, that's the breakdown. Keep in mind, this is a year ago prior to all the hikes and prices, and it might be different in your area. You might not need detailed drawings. Your permits might be cheaper. You might not need a permit. So it's gonna kind of fluctuate, but in general, this is the cost breakdown of the building for me where I'm at. So yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to comment. I always do my best to try and answer anything that I can if I have the knowledge of it. But yeah, So as always, thanks for watching. Please like these videos if they're helping you in any way. Please subscribe if you're interested in any of the future things that we're going to do with the building. And if you have any other questions or want to kind of see how things were done, the last 2 videos did show the installation of pretty much everything up to this point. If you're doing one of these buildings, good luck, do some research, and make sure that it's going to work for you in your area.